Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, today's content is all about the executive orders that Biden and the Biden administration keeps on threatening. They're mulling over executive orders on gun control. Well, we're going to dive deep into that, and we're going to dispel a lot of the myths around this. We're going to see what can actually happen, and I'm going to reference ABC articles, Kamala Harris herself, President Biden herself, and the Young Turks, all of which are saying this is not going to happen, and it's going to be amazing as we walk you through this. And it's all going to be in the description box below. But before I dive too deep into that, I just want to say to the subscribers out there, thank you very much for subscribing, guys. We are showing great growth, and we're doing this together, and it's something that's really amazing. If you're not a subscriber, we're always trying to earn you guys, earn your subscription, get you in the fold, because we're making something amazing on the gun world. The evolution is here, and it's awesome. We'd love to have you be a part of it. If not, maybe we'll earn your subscription on the next one. But enough of that. Let's get to this executive order stuff, okay? So, like I said in the intro, I've got all the articles, links, and video links down below in the description box to prove the point that I'm about to make to you, okay? Executive orders is something that I'm seeing a lot in the comments below where people are very worried, on my channel and other channels for that matter, that Biden is going to just do a sign of the pen and he's going to do whatever he wants and he's going to get the executive orders to take our guns away and basically infringe upon our Second Amendment rights. That's not going to happen. Okay? And I'm going to walk you through why it's not going to happen. Not because he doesn't want to, not because the intent is not there. Believe me, a ton of them would love that to happen. But our Constitution is so solidly written and is so strong. 200 and some odd years ago, our founding fathers put in a document, something so ironclad and so secure that 200 and some odd years later, tyrants, socialists, communists, all the people who are about the collective and want to change and rip up the fabric of this nation can't seem to do it when they have the White House, the House, and the Senate. This is amazing, and here's why it's not possible for them to do it. So, the executive branch has the ability to enforce the laws that Congress, the legislative branch, can actually do. They make the laws, executive branch enforces the law. Biden is part of the executive branch. He has to enforce whatever is legal. The judiciary is there to make sure they don't cross each other. Okay? So when the Congress passes a bill that says all guns are illegal, then Biden can take them. But right now, you've seen all the videos that we've done for the past 2.5 months. They don't have the votes. They've passed crazy bills in the House. They can't pass the filibuster. They don't even have the votes to ban guns without the filibuster. Because the fabric of our nation and you and I and all of us working together are making a huge impact. And to more of my point, here's what would happen to Biden if he actually made an executive order and tried to sign into law that violated our constitutional rights in the Second Amendment. First, he would be impeached because he's the executive. He cannot legally break our Second Amendments or our Constitution or our laws. Cannot do it. The next thing that would happen would be the executive order would be struck down by either the judiciary or the next person who comes in behind next administration will strike it down. Right after that, the Democrats are going to lose House seats and Senate seats because of the overreach. They just try to infringe upon the Second Amendment. You don't do that. That's not cool. After that, you've got one other little piece of information which is kind of funny. It's because they just can't do it because they would basically unravel their entire world other than that. Now, another piece of evidence that I have for you on that is if the executive order was a viable option to remove all guns, all magazines, assault weapons, anything that they wanted, do you think in 8 years when Obama was president and Sandy Hook happened, you don't think that Obama would have done that? One of the most ambitious, arrogant men to hold the presidency in quite a while? You think that wouldn't have happened? I'm just saying, guys, think this through logically. That is exactly what he would have done had he done it, had the Constitution not held him down. And that's the best part, it did. Now, I'm going to read you some quotes from an article from ABC News, okay? This is not a right-wing source. This is ABC News. We've been through thoughts and prayers, and now is not the time statements. Just as we've seen pledges that this time will be different. Turns out, no different at all. It's early in the presidency for a president to turn to the pen, and Biden is not giving up hope of moving Congress to act on guns or any number of on any number of other fronts. But crisis moments are still showing no real signs of shifting congressional dynamics, making for a stubborn and familiar refrain. Okay. I've also got a video below with Kamala Harris on CBS News where she said, well, legislative, we got to do it legislatively, ignored the executive order, even when pressed specifically. Then you've got Biden in the press conference today, avoided the question of executive orders completely. Then the Young Turks is a far left progressive organization. They spent 20 minutes yesterday. In the video I've linked below, they are screaming everything that I have been saying on this channel for 2.5 months about they're not going to get it, they don't have the votes, the filibuster is in the way, Chuck Schumer is not going to do anything about it, and the House is sending bills that aren't going to pass. Biden's not going to do an executive order. Manchin is not going to get rid of the filibuster along with Kristen Sinema, along with Dianne Feinstein. All of these things that we've been saying on this channel for 2.5 to 3 months, the far left progressives at the YouTube organization, the Young Turks, which is the largest progressive left-leaning media organization, and by left meaning I mean like just right of Stalin, they're even freaking out about it and saying the exact same things we've been talking about. It all comes down to the amazing document that we have, our rights that have been given to us, and that we will protect and we are going to pass on because we are going to put energy behind those laws. They can't get past the Senate, they can't get past the House because we are putting pressure on it, and we're making those calls, those phone calls, those emails, and we're becoming active. I don't know if you guys see it, but if you look around, we're seeing some incredible, incredible movement, and we're making a great impact. You're doing that. And it's all because we are Americans, and we're going to pass this blessing along. But until I see you tomorrow, I'm Braden. Take care out there.